Welcome back, gamers. I got a game to show you that I had tonight on, I guess this is Glacier, and the new map, and I make some mistakes early, and it cost me, but I end up, I guess it's a never give up is what I'm trying to say, but let's get the replay started. I do make some mistakes early, and I end up with very little hit points, and on those hit points you'll see how I play and what I try to do to mitigate. When you are on low hit points, of course, you don't want to get rushed down. Also, I don't use very many gold rounds in this game, only towards the end, basically. But our view range is such that we can kind of dominate the game, basically. I have 500 meters view range with Coke, with the consumable, so that's always helpful. So I'm just trying to get early spots. There are two Arties. They do focus me somewhat towards the beginning of the game. Thankfully, towards the end of the game, they don't, but I go dark for long periods as well. So I'm just guarding this entrance to, if you want to go. Let's see, this guy just fired, so I want to get a shot into him, basically. But I'm guarding that entrance up into the ship, basically, because if you get up in that position, it basically dominates half the map because of the vision control that you can put over the map. So we're just kind of moving around, looking for cheap shots, free shots, looking to light stuff. And I figure there's got to be something that is crossing by now. But then this T-34-3 gets lit, and we take a nice big arty hit. So we're just trying to safely get shots on this T-34-3. It's still very early game, and I don't want to lose a bunch of hit points. So playing this middle can be dangerous, especially with arty, but somebody needs to do it. It's what dominates the map. I mean, you'll see you can light stuff back in their base. You can light stuff that's crossing. You can do a lot of nasty things to the enemy team just by being in this middle. So I'm doing it for the team, but it does cost me. So then this Batchat 12T, I mean, good on him. He goes right about the time that I fire. So I know I can stay hull down here and probably not worry too much about the T-34 hitting me as he's trying to cross, and he doesn't hit me. So you notice me moving back and forth across, just trying to make sure that I don't get focused by arty. But then I do come back up here for another shot, and this is where I eat a whole lot of arty damage. And it's kind of my own fault. So now I'm down to 500 health, and the game is, 3 minutes old. So that's my own fault for being so aggressive. But I noticed this guy probably got tracked because I got spotting damage. And this light tank decides he's done up at the top. I thought he was going to YOLO me, but he did not. So we're down 2-0 now. And I should have fired this, but I wait for a little bit and then decide to fire it. And I probably should have climbed a little higher on the hill, but I didn't. So we got about 2,000 damage. I mean, I guess we're doing okay. But top tier, I like to do a lot better than that. And again, we're lit, so we're gonna try and back off and make it kind of rough for the arty anyway. And he does fire at us again, so Okay, so here's the point that I just want to take a snap because I know that he's got a longer reload. And we're down to 118 health now. And it's 2 to 4, and we got a long ways to go. And fortunately, we only get stunned there. Being aggressive in any game is going to get you arty focused, unfortunately. It's sad because it really slows down games. So I really wanted to get rid of that 55A. He seemed like a decent player. And the last thing I want is for him to be able to spot my guys coming around that corner. So arty guesses again, they guess wrong, thankfully. And now we're surrounded. So I don't want to get lit, right? Because I'm down to 118 health. So we're just working around trying to get shots here. And being unlit for a little bit is okay for me because I'm sick of taking arty damage. So you notice I don't go into sniper mode a lot. And we do get lit there, and as soon as we get lit, we go back into cover and try and stay as safe as we can. So it looks like arty, I didn't know this during the game, but arty just quit shooting at me. Maybe I don't have enough health for him. I don't know. But I stay unlit for long periods of time here because I want to stay alive and keep my gun in the game because obviously I don't want to leave it up to my team to win the game. So I'm asking the heavies to, I mean, there's one Yag Panther and there's an IS-6, a T-30, and a VKB all sitting afraid of one Tier 7 TD. And I don't understand that. Because we got to take some map control back, right? Because I'm literally surrounded in this position right now. So thankfully they do kind of move up. And we're just trying to wait patiently for shots, and we end up seeing this T-34, and so we're able to put a shot into him. So remember, I only had like 2,000 damage. So I don't know, this guy thinks he's going to cap for some reason, and of course I'm not going to let him. The Scorpion does light me, but this T-34, I don't know exactly what he's thinking. He just doesn't have the view range. So when I'm shooting, I am trying to watch to make sure that Scorpion G is not in my line of fire because he does seem to have the view range to see me. That's why I'm not just firing willy-nilly, basically. Not much going on right now. The mill does not have a lot of view range apparently, because he's not spotting me. But I do want to get a shot on this arty because I want to get those guys either out of the game, and that does land. So want to get arty out of the game because without them, I've got the view range and nobody can rain down on me. So we're able to take that arty out, and we're just playing real careful. real careful here. So we're waiting for that scorpion, hoping he backs out. Because sometimes if they back out and they don't have their turret out, you can sometimes shoot them without them seeing you. In reality, he did light me, but I know that Artie has probably moved away from their spot, so I'm trying to stay Artie safe from them, because the last thing I want to do is get hit by Artie. So I'm just trying to stay safe from them at this point, and judging on where I think that they might be, which is probably they're probably further over where he was last spotted, basically. So this is a chancy shot. I do use gold for that shot, and then this IS-6 decides he's going to push in, and he's not quick enough on the trigger. So again, we're moving into cover. So we were up to 4,700 damage. We've got 2,000 spotting, and we've done 2,700 of that without hardly any health on a one shot. So we're back to standard rounds now, and I see that this Emil is a fairly easy shot for me, and he does not even pay attention to me. So we're able to take him out. Now it's 13-11. We're actually winning the game. And the T-30 says nice job, and so I say thanks, and I tell him I've been on 110 health for a long time. So that Yag Panther, I don't want to push into him because he can pen my turret, quite frankly, and I don't know what his view range is like. I know it's not that great, but I do want to make sure we get rid of this Artie. And I happen to choose right. I'm following that Super Pershing at this point because I don't want to be the radar detector. If he sees the Artie and the Artie sees him, he will probably survive. I would not. So we're just trying to see if we can get shots on that Yag Panther, but or Yag Tiger, I guess it is. But no such luck. So the team is actually communicating, which is great. You know, that Super Pershing is pushing up. And I've got gold rounds loaded. I was thinking I was going to be shooting at the Yag Panther or Yag Tiger. Keep screwing that up, but anyway, and so it's actually good that we had gold rounds there, because then I can almost fire right on him. Because I'm not real familiar with that area of the map. I hardly ever go there, so I don't know where he's going to pop out, and I'll have shots. So at this point, you know, there's 2 minutes left in the game, and that Yag Tiger gets spotted. So I'm going to try and help out our Roomba here. And it did not give me a penetration marker there, so I wasn't sure. So in reality, I probably could have just gone up to that corner and shot him, but it was such a good game, I didn't want to spoil it. So the T-44-100 is coming, and someone's saying cap, but really, I don't think that the Super Pershing would get to cap fast enough, even if I jumped on cap. So I would rather try and kill this guy. And actually, I don't end up killing him. I mean, spoiler, but I just kind of hold him in place. So I see the T-44-100 is doing the right thing. He's flanking. And so I'm just acting like I might be doing something else. And I've dropped spot. But what I want to do is I want to keep his attention. So I try and get up to the rock and proxy him. But he is intent on shooting at me. So the Super Pershing ends up getting the shot, and that's the game. So let's go to the after action report, because I did fire some blind shots, and we'll see how we did. Um, that's 6,200 damage, 2,067 spotting, and I did 4,000 of that at least, basically as a one shot. Okay, here we are at the after action report. We did get an Ace tanker. We got a high caliber, unsurprisingly. We got a tanker sniper because I was trying to keep my distance, and we did fire at least shots and 8 shots and accuracy of 85%. Anyway, so there's a bunch of requirements. We also got a top gun because we killed 6 people. So. And we ended up with 6,600 damage. So one of those blind shots went in, 1,574 base XP, which is a pretty good game in a patent to do. What was it? Let's see, we had 6,600 plus 2,000, so 8,700 combined in a tier 9 tank. I was very happy with that result, especially the fact that I screwed up so bad early. And it just goes to show you, if you really are careful, how much damage you can do and how important it is to have view range in a game like this. So we ended up with 32,000 credits, and looks like we damaged 11 tanks. 11 of the 15 tanks we damaged. So if we damaged one more, we would have gotten a Confederate as well. So 4,700 XP. That must have been a double, and I do have premium. I just finished a mission for the heavy tank for the T55 Ace, so I've got a couple of days of premium here. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope to see you on the next one. Remember to hit the like button if you'd like to see more videos, and subscribe for more videos. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and hit the dislike button, and we will catch you next time.